All right, Fan Fridays. Bomani Jones, Domonique Foxworth. We got Gary Striewski on with us. All right, the All-NBA team came out, but people really want to talk about who's not on the All-NBA team. How about this? Brad Beal put up like 30 points a game, did not make the All-NBA team. Domonique, you live in D.C. You think he got beef?
Yeah, he got beef because I understand people will point to the fact that they aren't very good, but there's not really precedent for that. Like, you put up big numbers like that, you normally get on the All-NBA team. And when you're a guy like Brad Beal, who hasn't been on a lot of those, yeah, you want to get that opportunity, or you want to get that recognition. Once you get the opportunity, you put up numbers like that. But them checks still clearing, so I think he's sleeping just fine at night.
I mean, who you putting off the team, though? That's the problem. You telling Lillard he's not on the team. You telling Chris Paul he's not on the team. Russ, Ben Simmons.
Oh, that ain't my job. I'm not taking nobody off the team. You asked, does he have a beef? I said, yes, he has a beef. That don't mean that I'm kicking somebody off the team. I think he's fine right where he is, but I would be upset too if I was putting up 30 a game and I can't get first team.
Well, Gary, you a little surprised that Embiid did not make first, second, or third team this year?
No, not really. I think he sort of had that time to like establish himself as that dude who's supposed to be a perennial all-NBA player. And then every single year the Sixers have, all of those expectations going into the season, and for what? So I think there's a far larger case to have Bradley Beal on one of those teams than Joel Embiid. And I love Dominique's answer, and it was so diplomatic. That ain't my job, because I was ready to say names. I was ready to say Bradley Beal is better than CP3. He better than Jason Tatum. He should at least be on the third team. And I said it, and now I got to eat my words and live with those words. Yeah, Bradley Beal got a better case, but, his wife made him up the all-world plaque, and that's how you have the ride or die. Facts don't lie there at the bottom. So at the same time, he's still getting the recognition. It just ain't officially on the NBA letterhead.
Dude, I'd be so torn if my queen were to do that, because that is such an incredibly nice thing for her to do, and it totally speaks to how much she loves me. But man, get that out of my face. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I better get that in this house if I average 11 points a game.
I'm with you. Like me, all I imagined when that happened was like how hard I'm gonna have to pretend like I want it. Like that is all you're doing is giving me another job. Like, all you're doing is giving me more work. Like, I worked this hard to average 30 points a game and now I gotta come home and work hard again to convince you that I'm happy that you made me a plaque. I'm not a child. Stop it.
And I got to put it on the wall now. Yeah, I have to put this up.
All I want you to do is say, baby, they messed up. And I'm sick of this. That's all I need from you. That's all. And then give me a hug and a kiss and we can move on. Don't make me no plaque like I'm 4.
Maybe send out a tweet or two. And that's the thing, Bo, is that like that plaque has to get legit real estate at the house. This can't go behind the door in the guest bathroom. This has to go like either in the living room or in the master bathroom or something along those lines, just so that way you can get the daily reminder.
Now it's about you. Now somehow we made this about you. Me getting slighted somehow became about us prominently displaying your homemade plaque.
And then I can't relive this every single day. Babe, this hurts. I want to move forward. Let's move on. Let me put this in the garage and then use it every season. I'm just going to look at it and then I'm going to put it back in the garage, just to give me that inspiration to go out there and get on that first team. I want it in the room. What are you?
Like, I wish them happily ever after, but if something does not work out well for them, the biggest fight they gonna have in dividing the assets is him being like, no, baby, you take this with you. No, this is yours. I don't want it.
It's just a constant reminder that you missed it is really what it just is. I got to walk in and look at that like, oh, wasn't good enough.
Yes. Now, let me ask you guys this. How many points a game is Trae Young going to have to score in order to make an All-NBA team? Because he put up 30 and had 9 assists this year, but he can't guard anybody that's on this show right now.
Yeah, I think there's obviously there's bias that goes into this. When you ask the Embiid question, the Trae Young question, I think it's part of it is some people, not that they necessarily deserve to be on it, but people have biases against those guys. No one really, it feels to me at least, many people who would vote for this compare Trae Young to Luka. So they're always going to discredit Trae Young a little more than I think he deserves. Not that he should be on the All-NBA team, but I think he has a long way to go, in part because he's starting from a deficit.
Yeah, I think that people still kind of look at Trae Young as like, oh yeah, no, you're the guy that Luka Doncic was supposed to be down here. And I don't understand that because Trae Young can score at any given time. And he was really the only thing, or like, I guess the catalyst that was making the Hawks watchable. So I guess how much more watchable do the Hawks have to become for him to actually get like recognition that, you know, this dude is like a lethal scorer and he didn't just do it in a flash of a pan. It wasn't just lightning in a bottle. Like, okay, he's pretty much established himself as like that lethal scorer. So I don't know. I think if he does it the same production next season, we'll see him in that conversation.
Maybe Trader Barnes just need to go out there with his brothers and sing the national anthem, followed by a stern rendition of Rhythm in the Night. You know, that's what he needs to get. I'm a man, baby. All right, that's Domonique Foxworth and Gary Striewski and Bomani Jones. This has been fun.